Well, good morning, folks. Today is Monday, March 1st. Awesome. Got about 19 more days till spring. We've already started, I guess, the spring rains. I think we got almost 4 inches, or maybe even better. I don't know. I know the last count was like 3.5 inches of rain we got in less than 24 hours. So, and it was still raining. It rained last night. I heard it beating on the house and the roof. Had a little bit harder time getting going this morning because of it. We're on our way over here, and I say we, I mean me. New guy got flooded in, couldn't come out to work, so I'm by myself again today. And I wasn't really going to do a whole lot. I really needed to come out here. I was going to gander at a few projects we had some calls about. I was going to do that, but I really would like to get the culvert and stuff in that ditch line moving up into her job on Hash Ridge. I'd really like to get that culvert laid in there and get it together and get started with that. We've been parking up underneath the dead ash tree, and I'm just waiting on that to bite me in the butt. And it'll probably happen. It would probably happen when I got my service truck back and started driving it again, and a tree would end up on top of it. So we don't want to do that. So let's get over across the road and into our property where we're working, and it'll make everything a lot easier. It'll go ahead and give us a start on the road whenever we do start building it and start getting our rock and everything in. We'll already have our apron built. We won't have to worry about trying to do that and finesse that while traffic's coming in and out. I called Stone's Trucking, and we got 2 loads of stone coming today. We got a load of 2s and a load of crusher run, so we can lock everything together. I've got a partial roll of tie par on my truck, and I got a short stick of 12-inch. I got like a 10-foot joint, or half a joint of 12-inch, which is what we was going to put in that road. There's water that comes down the ditch line, but it's not so much that I think we need to do any more than a 12-inch culvert. The bigger culvert you go with, the deeper you got to go, and we had an 811 located, and it come back clear. I think the water is on the other side of the road. I think the gas is on the other side of the road from what they're telling me, so we should be okay with that. But 811 here in West Virginia sucks, especially Cabell County. The kid that does it, I don't know if he's got, I don't know what his issues is. I haven't been graced with his presence yet for him to acquire a severe tongue lashing from me, but I can guarantee you I will give him a lashing as if I was his boss. I did give his boss a lashing last go around, if you all remember right, when we was doing the Tower Road access road revamp improvement project. We had some issues with getting the electric and stuff located, and we actually went ahead and proceeded with the job after over a week and a half of waiting on them. We went ahead and proceeded the job. We found the underground electric and everything. Of course, we knew it was in there somewhere, so we just dug around it. But all in all, we are, man, that's a pawn job we closed up there. It looks good. Like it's really doing good. All in all, we are on our way to get us some materials up here at Stone's Trucking, up here at their pipe yard. We're going to go up there and grab us a couple sticks of pipe, and then we're going to Katy Bar, head bar toward the job. And we got to about 1 o'clock to be ready for the gravel trucks, so we're not in no big rush, but you guys stay tuned today. Well, let's put this little, got some culverts. Culverts there. One's going to be for up there in the hollow where the forestry wants me to put one in just to appease the public. It'll probably be wasted because you can't hardly get them plastic culverts back out without tearing them up. I really need to get these 2 trees took down so that I can regrade this. I don't think I'm going to be doing pretty good at that. We'll try. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to dip this out, deepen her up where we can lay them culverts in there and get some rock on top of it. We got to keep it about the same level where the excavator and the skid steer are sitting at. That way they've got a line of sight when they come to the end of the driveway. They'll be able to see up and down the road, and they won't pull out in front of somebody. So we're going to get our tape measure out here and do some measuring and find out exactly where the pipes are going to be, and you know, getting in and out, have enough room for a ditch down beside the road to shed the water out here. So I know it's wet and muddy, but we're going to peel that mud off and get down to dry ground and take advantage of today being a slow day. We got some gravel be here about noon. Y'all hang tight. Well, we took the skid steer and kind of just used the front bucket like a big old flat-headed shovel. We scratched all of our ditch line out now. Got it all scratched out. Well, she's draining real good. She's got adequate depth. You want it. You really need 12 inches of coverage on top of those culverts to get the maximum strength out of them. So you dig this ditch down, you got to dig it down all the way across so that way it drains good. And I throwed it up on the bank and shoveled all the road and the street off, make it good and clean. So it's maintaining where she needs to be, and we can dress it up a little bit better. Biggest thing is we really need to at least get this tree here down so where we can kind of regrade this front. So we'll make sure the customers hopefully get that started there pretty soon. But we got everything graded out. Let's get an excavator and let's muck all this mud back, and let's get us down in some dry dirt in preparation for our gravel trucks. Will be here in a couple of hours. Okay, we're going to get all this. Let's get all this mucked up. That's pretty good, just mud right there. So we're going to get it. We're going to put it back here in the back behind us, so that way we'll address that and clean that up in a couple of days. We'll kind of use that to clean up right there where them brush piles is, and we'll just kind of use it for like a topping. Now I've got a power line or phone line over my head right here, so we've got to kind of play gentle with everything. We're going to dip all this. Let's get all this wet material out of our way. Again, we're just going to pile it up right here. It ain't no big deal. We got plenty of time to dress it up. We'll use it up through yonder. We've got to get this prepped up and ready for piping and gravel. So we'll get everything we can reach right here. I'll cut everything down to grade. I'll get all that mud off of our soil where we're actually laying that top tar down onto some dry dirt. And then we're going to cap over on the top of with number 2s. And with this being the entrance, we really need to put adequate material accurate on top of it. 6 inches, at least 6-8 inches of number 2s, and then brush off. But that's where a lot of the beating is going to be. When you bring in trucks in and out of here, they're going to be spinning, and the tires are going to be moving on top of that pipe. So you want to make sure that you've got some good coverage. Now I think I'm going to be able to get down into some dry dirt. I got some really good sandy dirt in here. I think I can get down into that dry dirt, and we'll use it to probably kind of cap around the pipe, even though I usually use gravel in this situation. I think we'll be okay with that, and then we'll just fill the top of the pipe up. That way the water will run through the pipe and not on top while we're waiting on our truck to get here. When the truck gets here, roll that tie bar out, and I'll have him dump that gravel over where my truck's parked at, and then I'll just take the skid steer and shovel across the road. This road's pretty busy, but I think I can manage traffic by myself without having anybody out here with me. I think I can manage traffic. And we're just going to muck this all up, get all this mud and stuff peeled back, piled up right here like I'm doing it now, and then we'll deal with it on a later date. The biggest thing I'm wanting to achieve right now is I want to get an entrance built to this place. I'm sick and tired of having to park in the road, fuel up. When I get the service truck back, I want to be able to pull it over here and grease and service my equipment, and just an overall, I just want to be on my property, I want to be on the customer's property when I'm working at all times. So that's kind of what we're doing here. You guys just stay tuned, and we're going to get you some more footage here. Well, that's it for the day. Got our culvert in, got our ditch line and stuff cleaned out. We got about 6, sometimes 8 inches, depending on where we're at. stone in there. I went back and got some of that mud off, and I just kind of sloped that ditch line back in. It's actually built up about 3 feet. So, hey sir. Ditch line draining good. Get the street cleaned off. Really good. Got everything kind of draped in. That's all mud over there. I'll have to finesse that later when it dries up. It's dried up really nice today. We might be able to go back up on the hill tomorrow, and we should be able to go back up on the hill tomorrow and do some brush grubbing, some burning. I really need to get these trees out of here so I can finesse this slope. I gotta get this slope. I had to keep it up as high as I could so they could see when they pulled out. If not, they're gonna have a blind spot. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be able to swoop that in there. It's good and wide. Just stay over that way and get right in. A car without a trailer can go right up in there. I pulled them down this way some because I wanted to utilize as much of this as I could and keep it in line with this other street. But if they want me to add a little bit more to it, that's 30 feet wide there. If they want me to add another stick in there, not a stick, but another half a stick, I can put another half a stick in there and widen it out some more if that's what they want me to do. I think it's got a lot. I think it's plenty. That's more than what I usually give on a entrance for a driveway. It's still a little soft. There's plenty of rock on there, but it pumps. So we'll have to tie part probably all the way up. Just like look at the water. Steady stream coming out of there. Now we got that water captured. And it ain't gonna saturate all this. It should start drying up now. But yeah, really nice. Really nice. Well, stay tuned, and we're going to get this show on the road toward the house. We'll bring that skid steer over here and park it on the gravel. Now I can park my trucks on the property that we're working on. I also added some gravel over here where we've been coming in and out of here. And I know when I start having the rock brought in here that they're going to be utilizing that spot over there to back around and get lined up. So it's not like it won't be used. So I went ahead and put a little bit of gravel over there and made it all good and wide. I got a short piece of culvert up there. They'll probably want me to add just a little bit more in. And that's okay. We expect that. I think that's plenty. But we'll let the customer decide. You guys have a fun-filled day, and we will see you in the morning.